the table. A semi-final showdown, and it starts on Inferno.
MOUZ looking for the punish this time round. MOUZ showing weakness on this map throughout the season. Heavy util for MOUZ on the CT side. Couple of HEs, Sentry and a flash in the mix. Torji leering down mid for info. Big banana push on the intro. Sector secure for MOUZ. They've been able to take a lot of real estate early. There's a lot of teams at the moment on T side Inferno just taking it slow, trying not to give away any opening deaths. And that's exactly what the MOUZ are getting up to. We've got to smoke a couple of flashes for the finish. Banana smoke has faded, contact taken.
Ooh, Spinks has seen enough. Bell rung, Glock bullet finds his head.
They push back banana control with that damage. Decoy drops towards the sandbag, trying to clear things out. Fake flash in play. Three-man A defense right now for MOUZ, so currently stacking the wrong bomb site. Execute, here it comes.
It's a little too quiet for Brolan. Canter's over, third body here. Xerxin about to have to hit this shot. They start to advance, perfect timing. Takes the head off of Mzinho, trying to throw out a CT smoke. Now they're running into the meat grinder. Solid hold, the USPs fill the feed, a couple back. 9-10 and Blitz not going down without a fight though. He's bought enough space to facilitate a plant, and that is valuable in the grand scheme. Is there a conversation about winning the pistol? 11 bullets, closing for the double swing. Needed to isolate that duel cleanly. He's running out of health. He's running out of chances. He's running out of bullets. 6 HP. Fresh mag found. It should be MOUZ. Just gonna stick this. What's 9-10 supposed to do? He'd have to somehow isolate this duel. Spots him out, goes on down. Torji secures the round.
That was actually a T smoke. They didn't even get the CT smoke landing on the execute into the site. Must have ricocheted off a player, landed top banana, so that's the sloppy start. Bomb goes down, so you are going to be expecting the force bite from the MOUZ. A great opening there from Xerxin. Definitely a player who can set the tone for MOUZ, so him getting an opening kill. That's where they'd be loving to kick things off. Coach Cycra going to be very happy with the pistol conversion. And Brolan, I want to say newly appointed in-game leader for 2025, is where he's taken over that mantle. Couple of Galils, Tech 9s and a Deagle. Not a control to be vied for again. Half-wall smoke landing. That's to help secure. A bit more real estate for Techno, not having to worry about the bottles of flames. Back and forth, the joust for top banana control. MOUZ will retake it with a util set of their own. Now looking to do a bit more damage with nades. Brolan and Xerxin have held on to these for the later piece, and very deep with those. A bit of chip damage done. Let's see Mzinho up mid now. Brackets control next on the menu. Torzi's just braved in front of this, so full information. Xerxin will not rotate away from B. Brolan and Xerxin, the B defenders can lock this down, and even more information. Jimmy can start to rotate over. Spinks and Torji can flank. What's the timer on this?
Oh, they are going to be locked in. MOUZ have got them right where they want them. They've got the read. They're ahead of the play. And as you turn your back to throw your nades, a burst from the MP9
Box it now.
disrupt. And look at the damage. They're even killing each other. It's too easy.
Everybody wanted some frags right there for MOUZ, but that is absolutely picture perfect of how to respond in that situation.
You saw it on the X-ray, right? As they're rounding middle, they've just started to group B. It couldn't have been a more offensive, defensive timing. They just immediately got the info.
Right now, it is going to have to just be the eco coming in for the MOUZ, so a chance for us to lay the land a little bit more. This is the second head-to-head between these two teams in 2025, the first with stakes of elimination. Previously, it was just a seeding match. You look at MOUZ, it was Shanghai last year, they put themselves in a major playoffs. That was history being made. This year, it feels like they're a mainstay. Yeah. 6 out of 8 playoffs, however, they've made it to 3 semifinals.
I think I'd still hold a grudge, though, from the team that stopped it being a semi-final in Asia.
Yeah, well, look, I'm sure they do, but they're too nice, aren't they? In every interview, the MONGOLz always with a big smile on their face.
But they're realistic. I mean, you heard in the interview, MZinho saying, if we play like we did yesterday, we have a good chance.
They played some solid Counter-Strike, especially against G2 and Aurora. Those were massive wins for the MONGOLz, at least in the caliber of Counter-Strike they brought. And then that Vitality game throughout the groups. Not like they had a bone to pick with that one. Techno will take down Torji. So an incision made, 4v4. Still seems very unlikely. Only Scavenge back at MP9, and I think Spinx is going to mop things up now.
Oh, he's done very well with that. Takes all three, in fact.
Just returning to those semi-finals for the MONGOLz, Katowice, EPL, and Melbourne, all of them, they're eliminated by Vitality. This time, they're getting a semi-final against MOUZ, so a different opponent is deep in the tournament.
Move the camera! Move the camera! We can't see shit!
Getting a bit cheeky with it as well. There you go, 3-0 start for MOUZ. Their season's had its ups and downs, starting back at Bounty, and then the dramatic roster change. Getting rid of Shui, having to use a stand-in for Kato. Spinx comes in, you win Cluj, second at EPL, second at Lisbon. And the spotlight gets stolen by Falcons in Melbourne and at Rivals. Here they are with... oh, happy about something.
I think we moved the camera.
We moved the camera. All right, first rifle round. Let's see, MONGOLz, what do you got for us?
Ooh, we've got Aggie Orpin. Torji immediately sends one down mid.
Signs of confidence from MOUZ early in the way that they're taking these duels. Allow MONGOLz to establish their dominance early. But there's quite a clear intent on this, at least initial foray.
Yeah, but same from MOUZ. They do look poised to collect this. Torji positions himself from abs, keeping track of that. Blitz setting up his boys. Spinx, Jimmy, this crossfire, how well is it gonna work? Gets his, Jimmy delivers a double on the FAMAS and just crashing straight into that defense. Not a single kill to show for it from MONGOLz.
Yeah, a real lack of that in the first 4 rounds of play. We're talking 4 kills in total, 2 for 9-10. 1 apiece for Blitz and Techno. So the likes of Senzo and MZinho yet to get off the mark, but that's only the first rifle round. It's just worrying signs with how easy these rounds are looking for MOUZ at the moment.
Is that a bad sign of things to come when your team X tries to take brackets control and doesn't get anything?
I think that they're going for something a bit poppy like we saw against Vitality, which is to subvert the expectation that they're going to be vying for that banana control and doing things later within the round. They've tried to be more direct here, which you could definitely see in the MONGOLz game, but crowd's not going to be happy with that one. 4-0 start for MOUZ and looking to keep up their hot trot from the Falcons' victory. They were down 12-5 on that second map of play, brought it all the way back, got things done in overtime.
The difficulty is, you know, Mongolia is a harder chant than USA. You know, Mongolia doesn't really work.
They might come up with some others.
Yeah. To the home crowd.
See what they can workshop out there.
Hey, they're very creative people over here in Dallas. It's the creative hub. You know, there's an arts district.
Entertainment capital of the world.
Arts and craft, cut and stick, all of that. But yeah, distinct lack of kills. It really boils down to right now.
Makes a big difference in the game of Counter-Strike, doesn't it?
Believe it or not.
One of the factors yesterday over at Tunnel Fire, I think, was the pistol rounds that were going quite well for the MONGOLz.
Very artistic, you see.
Yeah, Apex will be here later. Vitality versus Falcons, that's a delight. Seen that in back-to-back grand finals. This time it's only going to be a best of 3 in the semis.
Oh, it should be a banger. I think we've got a very good day of Counter-Strike ahead of us here. What's that in centimeters? Lovely setup here, though. Jimmy even doubling up. Spinx gets his, attention's drawn. It was a very comfortable round. You can see just how impenetrable that setup was. But after a timeout taken, Mara hoping to get his troops back onto their the same page.
Yeah, really lacking utility in this one, aren't they? It's going to be AKs across the board, but 3 of them without head armor. I suppose that's okay because it's 3 AKs on the CT side as well as an AWP, but it's the util that worries me. Torji, again, just stubborn with these mid picks.
He isn't scared at all.
Yeah, and he's been in fine form.
Like, I guess knowing there's not a rival AWPer, he's comfortable taking that duel against any rifle.
Blocked in apps for now.
Again, quite stubborn about this.
It has to be contact. They have to win out these fights. We've got a flash and a Molotov to work with. Crowd now finding their voice. Again, over towards A. It's a bit more of a passive stance. There's the opener for Jimmy.
Yeah, but that means the orb somewhere else. He's holding for you. Blitz swings in. A necessary trade provided. It's 9-10 with one. Bomb on his back. Techno delivers a nice one tap. And Spinks cowering on the side. They're going to wrap around. If he gets anything done, he's done well. Oh, very well. Brought down now. Quick response from Brolan. Sees to the rest of them. Enough time bought by Spinks on site for that rotation to clean up.
Really would have loved a plan in that situation just to guarantee another buy. I don't think Mara is going to want to take another tactical timeout to have the same conversation. He wanted his boys to fight, and they definitely did. So breaking onto the scoreboard now, Senzu. Still Mazinho yet to get going. Especially when they're not playing on meta right now. You don't have all the nades, you're not winning up banana control with your mollies and your HEs. You're trying to just take these duels, and MOUZ love a good heads-up fight. Pass B.
Okay, again, pace, and already looks like MOUZ are on the same page. They're ready for you. Just a mow-down. Zersh has got the job done. Can Blitz punch in the code? You can see how desperately he wanted that. Just a bit of extra funds coming into what will be the halfway point of this half.
Yeah, going very quickly now. I just want to reflect on the Vitality versus Mongol match from the group stage. Mongols only managed to get 4 rounds within that first half of play. But that was with the pistols. They didn't get the conversion. It was spotty, and it was the CT side where they started to bring things back and make Vitality sweat, who haven't been on form. But right now, this is a chance for MOUZ to play deathmatch. So Mongols bringing that Asian flair. That's the style we'd expect for the Chinese teams once upon a time. Now we're going to get a full gun round. Still no 9-10 AWP. Torji, very aggressive.
He's doing all those Aggie AWP moves we all dream we could pull off, but in a semi-final on the stage. Does he get away with this one? He knows there's a timer on it. Bedroom could be occupied, forced away. Senzu has got top banana. And a slower pace, perhaps that is the recipe for success. Mongols, a lot of pacey stuff so far.
Yet to find an opening kill, the Mongols.
That has to change, perhaps. Will coincide with their first round.
This is more of a standard round, isn't it? Played out, got the map control now into the AWP again.
Ooh, he's done well.
There's the opener.
Mazinho, the first opening kill for Mongols in this semi-final. A double win, couldn't track. Okay, 9-10's done well there. He picks up the pieces, keeps that man advantage, and now a divided defense.
Well, they know that Brolin is a B defender. He's still on the site right now. Jimmy, the A anchor. You'd want to regroup with his number advantage. A high likelihood you're either going to get an empty site or a 1v3 situation. Brolin's taking the fight.
He's coming for them, looking for answers, and finds more than answers. Takes out 9-10. Peace out now.
Blitz has to brave this smoke. I think the longer he waits, has to take a risk in this situation. Mazinho joins in now. They have utility to make this one work. And Brolin's worried about the mid to B, so lots of gaps for the CTs.
Yeah, here they come. Brolan's reposition seems well strong. Is he going to just walk on through? He is. No one is looking. Brolan! Oh, Brolan! An inspired reaggress. Reposition. That was a 2v3. He takes all 3.
Bit of lag there on the comms, it looks like, out of the Mongols. Blitz still worried about coffins, maybe expecting it was a stacked site. And that's going to be the second, and this one feels more like an emergency than an adjustment out of Mara.
Sure.
He's been with them for this journey for an awfully long time, but right now they are down the creek without the paddle. And this is a MOUZ that you mentioned, an intent, the summit just around the corner. Well, the spotlight had been taken away from them. Falcons came in and stole their thunder in Melbourne and then rivals. MOUZ with a win today will be booked into another grand final, looking to chase their 4th of the season so far. Remember the Cluj win on debut, EPL, and then Lisbon, back-to-back finals of their own. And this Brolin in-game leadership, many thought, including myself, that they would start to drop off at this point. Doesn't appear to be the case. If they have come in with all the energy pointed in the right direction.
And just getting those stage reps as well ahead of the major.
Something that used to be the bane of their existence.
Yeah, just that picks to other teams now. Fast into the top banana clear.
Another partial buy. We've had 7 rounds, the bomb's been planted once, and that was the pistol.
That is a catch! Oh, and Brolin's gone!
They're in. This one's clean up.
Hang on, wait, they have got the bomb there.
That's all good.
It's a little scary.
It's not going to cost them too much. Jimmy with the rifle. He's going to try and patrol the rotations. Now do you head towards A? That's the anchor removed. Right now, MOUZ, they don't know where the finish is going to come from. They know where the AWP is.
They have the sight and they know where the AWP is. So yeah, Torji, dunked on as well.
Even residual utility because the way those kills came in. There's a fire starter. That's what the Mongols are looking for. Off the back of that emergency timeout from Mara. He's hoping he doesn't have to call one more in his half. Want to leave himself something down the stretch.
Yeah, an impact player indeed. That Tech9 drive-by really started things. Techno goes down as well with one. But for Zershan, I mean, that's just B-anchor things, you know, gets caught switching through his nades. Instant headshot from the fast sidearm.
Yeah, and they're just playing the same Counter-Strike they had been for the 7 rounds prior.
Yeah.
Aggressive in your face, taking the aim against the Mongols. Mongols are spoken about because of their individuals and their output, but MOUZ aren't any slouch in that department. Sure, the names aren't as superstar as a Vitality or a Falcons. They don't have a donk, but they have 5 very, very good players. And the crowd like that one. So first incision, Zinho in an interview saying it's like a home crowd out here in the States. I'm going to need a couple more of those if they want to break the money at MOUZ. In the worst case, because you're down such a large margin, is the loss bonus will build as they work through the residual. He's going to be up against it right now, but 910 has his AWP out to play. Molly top mid to limit Torji being aggressive with the orb, so it's actually going to be starting over towards B. It's going to be 3 rifles, Jimmy, Brolin, and Spinks on A right now as clearing out towards Sandbag is Exertion. Ushered in by the Hungarian orb, and not in a rush. The Mongols are taking their time. Deep banana smoke lands. Techno exchanges a molly. Banana is theirs. They can have it. Clear of the smoke. 910's very good at this. Doesn't pull the trigger.
He's not to know, and on the mantle up. Wow, Techno. Little bit of lady luck on his side there. The leg shot on the jump up. Torji still manages to hit something, but an opening kill regardless.
It might make you feel that Long is a good position without an AWP in play right now. If you wanted to wrap on towards A, you're going to fight rifle versus rifle. No AWP in the mix.
Yeah, but Spinks is the one waiting. He's done very well to stabilize, but
Still 2 here.
will trade.
This is tough. If they go into this, Jimmy and Brolin are both on the side.
Could be awkward for the 2 of them.
Bob's going back banana.
Yeah, Zinho, actually, he's made the right decision here. Elects to try and apply pressure to Zershan, this one-man B defense. He's so isolated right now. Brolin and Jimmy are in the dark, and so is he. Staying active, and he had a go.
Round over.
Nice positioning from Zershan. He kind of put himself in a position to handle both of the eventualities. Just caught out. Good aim again from Zinho.
Yeah, you mentioned that Techno kill, a bit of lady luck on his side there, and yeah, that's Counter-Strike. Sometimes these scenarios just need to fall into place. We talk about Counter-Strike timing being a bitch. Well, for Torji, that's his feeling. For Techno, it's the complete opposite. Yeah. You think about the impact round yesterday that Techno had against Aurora on Dust 2, where he caught that kill through the B smoke, and that was a round to get them back into the game. Techno, he's never really at the top of the scoreboard. But if his kills can find impact, find round conversions, and start to make incisions, that's all you need. We talk about the high flyers with the 20+, Senzu going off with the multis, 910's quickness on the orb, but it's the little frags that all contribute to the rounds. So second converted.
It was Techno's Tech9 as well that opened up that B site in the previous.
Well, there you go.
Two very impactful kills, and Mongols with 2 rounds now as a product of that.
If they win this next one and there's no saves, the buy is going to be looking a little bit questionable for MOUZ, and Cycron, he'll be taking a timeout. Wants to stop this spree of rounds from becoming anything too threatening. Both these teams with a lot of respect for their coaching staff. The younger generation being brought up under the wings of okay, well, look, I'll take it. Cycron thinks it will be a pace change over towards the A side. It's just going to be getting caught with nades in your hands. Make sure that you're in positions where one pop flash isn't going to completely keep you committed and you're able to get away. So we'll see if they want to start forward and jarring. Remember, Torji taking the orb, picking down middle, going aggressive in towards the apartments. What's it going to be this time round? Well, Looks like it'll just be Exertion and Brolin over towards B. It means a 3-man A start as they're going to harass down mid with standard utility. Deep Smoke will slow anything more poppy towards A. It's banana control. Well, they're going to brave through this. With the logs boost, information flows. Senzu, he's going to swing on the molly.
Oh, he's in the open, not wise to their tricks. Spot it now. No, he's not. Oh, Roland! He didn't check him, didn't clock him. High pressure on the B defense. Do you want to run through that smoke? Do you have the audacity to commit? That's the conversation right here and now. The whole Mongolian side find themselves behind that smoke. There is a nade to break. Flashes are good, and accelerating through is their captain. Blitz ready to take this swing. CT smoked. Torji with a blow. Nothing home. Perfect restraint out of MOUZ. They should get across now. They still get caught by a stray or bullet on the cross through. Xertion repositions Coffins.
Do you want to risk the finances in a 4v4?
Oh, he's mantling up. He's having a go. He's giving it a look. Finds an angle, works with it for one.
Rotations on the way. Jimmy and Library, Spink spill on A. There's still at least a couple of seconds before they can get there and attempt this.
A couple of flashes from Jimmy.
Well, replenish the CT smoke makes this very difficult. You might lose it all here, MOUZ.
Weighing up their options. It's now or never. Spam does connect onto 910, puts him low. That was from Spinks. Oh, and a missed orb shot, getting a bit sketchy. No time for this. They're certainly going to try and make it hurt the Mongols' finances on the way out the door. There's a nice one onto the orb. Techno goes down as well. So just Senzu allowed to leave with his life, but it is Mongols who take the round.
Important save and some really sharp shooting there from Spinks. So out of that, they investigated Exertion and Torji with a couple of miracle kills to make that one feel like it was doable. But for Brolin, it is tough to put it on him there because Senzu's taken a massive risk. And you'll see in this situation, Brolin's thrown a flash. The reason he looks into the wall is to turn his own flash, so hasn't seen Senzu. And then he just peeks out and says, hi, I've scaled a whole lot further than you've expected, young son.
Baffling. I'm sure that was baffling. Very out of position, out of the ordinary.
Well, now those finances I was talking about really come into play. Jimmy's going to harass through window room right now. He's aggressive. Boiler takes down Blitz.
Big find, very nice find on Blitz's progressions. And there's more where that came from. Oh, nearly got caught on the quick switch. Senzu fighting for his life right now. Puts it through the flames, Xertion! How's he done that? He's got boots made of asbestos.
I don't know if he like Brolin getting bullied in the previous round, so Exertion giving him a 2-man advantage now.
Oh, Torji's got to get out, getting run down, gets put on half. Pressure onto the A defense. Jimmy and Torji here. How do you handle this one? With 910's up in abs, it will enable him to poke and probe around the smoke, and Zinho making something of this. Torji still does well to find his. Spins down though, oh! And he gets one off of nothing. He's flying in the air as he headshots Brolin. How has Techno got 3 there?
See if he can live up to the namesake. Is it the Techno 4K?
Yeah, very well could be. He's got 910 alongside for the ride, starting to walk on in, and he's held by the orb. Mongols a recovery.
7-0 to 7-4 can very well get the 5th going into the halftime break, and that is Cyclone back on the mic. The loss bonus is built. The finances are there to tussle with this final round to buy. More than available, but they've taken away all the momentum from MOUZ. Another impactful round from Techno. Towards the tippy top of the scoreboard in the server. 8 kills, highest on his team. On the other side, you've got Brolin, Exertion, and Spinks all ahead of him, but only just.
Here is the 3K.
What is it? Is he dropping off?
Dropping.
Okay, he's surfing down the truck.
Admin.
Hang it 10 right there is Techno.
Brolin's had his fair share of unlucky ones, hasn't he? Yeah. Back-to-back rounds.
Well, smile on his face still.
Wow, this would be one hell of a 7-5 recovery, wouldn't it? I mean, from 7-0 to 7-5, we'll see. Cyclone calling an extra timeout, so both coaches have burned 2 timeouts in this half alone.
You don't want to allow MOUZ to go into the halftime break with all the momentum, and that spam through could do some damage. Zinho unleashes, finds nothing. Oh, there's late chip. Oh.
Not far off, you know. Double nade.
They return to A. There's going to be players aggressive in window.
Oh, the barrage does connect onto Techno.
They know that the third player, Spinks, the rotating rifler, was on B. So there's information, but the problem is you're down a man and you're blocked. The smoke over towards A, it's going to be nothing. They should have vision or at least an understanding. There's nobody in halls and boiler. It's not going to be this A play.
They don't actually have answers as to what's happening mid, though, because they're 2 in abs.
Oh, Jimmy's just pushed into window room now. So he's saying sector clear. Rotation back to B. It can still be timely.
Yeah, blocked for now.
3 players to defend this. Ahead of the curve, MOUZ, this is looking good.
Forced to once again go on the nade break, bit of chip damage there onto Brollan through the coffins. Timing of this is everything. Flash connects onto Brollan, forced away back behind the smoke. Still, Spinks flashed in as well, gets aggressive, gets disruptive, and destruction on the defense. Only Blitzen 9-10, good luck, have fun. Door is locked behind you. Jimmy has the cross back towards the A side of the map. He's got the angle.
And don't forget about the time.
Running with his knife out. Oh, he didn't get it, but the bomb is down anyway. Okay. Cycro, timeout well spent. He recovers. MOUZ have 8 to work with. Mongols just 4 heading into our second half.
Never meant to stay. It was you that put me in. Promised me that we'd be okay. All of your lies I was believing. You were there most of the time, but that was never good enough for me. Had me going out of my mind, had me going round like crazy. But I gotta end this way. Why is there always a struggle for you to let me go? You got me like crazy, like you were always right.
MOUZ have momentum. First half goes their way strong, but MONGOLz have given themselves something to build off of. 4 rounds is all they have, and a pistol round could catalyze a competitive half, or will MOUZ just run away with this in a quick trip in a semi to secure that grand final that they feel like they're worth.
Looking primed right now, and MOUZ in some of their best form of the season so far. Couldn't have picked a better time. 4-man ace start out of the MONGOLz, just Techno to defend B, and there could be some pace on this.
I mean, he's been equipped with a smoke.
Now we can see how much pressure he's under. He's already used it.
Oh, that's a really nice catch. It can finish it. Jimmy down. Senzu provides. They quick swing back into the 910's USP, and he taps too. Lovely work from MONGOLz. They're ready to fight. They welcome the chaos. And a little flank coming in as well. MOUZ chips in onto Zertian. Blitz is behind you. And Spinks left alone from behind. Blitz will strike. Wow, near a team ace there. Just Techno without a contribution. But his team sprung to action to aid him. And
the pistol rounds were a huge condition yesterday against Aurora to help MONGOLz off to hot starts. We take a look with MOUZ not getting the bomb down or any kills to their name. How are they going to fester into this round? Will it be the Force Fire? Will it be the Eco? Well, we can see the purchases starting to take shape. 910, the AWPer, a beast on the pistols as well, very sharp. 5 Tech 9s. No mollies, no HEs. A few smokes to work with and flashes. You expect this to be poppy.
This could be closing the gap if MONGOLz can shrug this off comfortably.
This is going to be an A-go. Not through an apps pop, but up mid.
Okay, well, 910's in a good position to farm him up. He's even got the extra bullets in that M4. It doesn't matter. Spinks puts him down. 2 down on A. MOUZ, they need you now to save them on the A site, and he does step up for 2. Needs more. Can't track him. Off to the USP. Flanked in by Jimmy.
Giving him something to work with, though.
Yeah, Senzu and Techno, it's up to you now. Pushing through smokes, and Spinks will spank. Awkward. Techno, you talk about his impact frags. How about an impact clutch? He's not going to clear this, is it? The positioning alone, the bait from Spinks. You're not clearing your corners! And MOUZ immediately sees control.
That's going to send them down to the doldrums right there. It's 910 getting nothing, swings out, just obliterated. Be able to move with those Tech 9s. The pop was good. Came at a quicker pace than the MONGOLz were ready for, and just not able to get kills on that A defense. MOUZ did his absolute best with the double.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's the M4. Sure, an MP9 on the yard side. MOUZ stuck between a rock and a hard place as Jimmy comes late out apps to secure this. And yeah, Techno, 180 degrees worth of angles to deal with. Will have to be the force fight back from the MONGOLz, but that might be the half just getting away from them. They pick Inferno, they hope for the punish, but right now they're the ones who are feeling the pain. Oh!
That's one way to get the party started on the Deagle Force.
And that's just one of the 2 players on A. It's actually a B stack.
Yeah, and Techno's lost his head, and the opportunities presenting themselves to Senzu hasn't connected. Lit through the smoke. Cheeky! Cheeky indeed, he gets 2. Senzu builds on it, okay. There's more to Inferno after all. Jimmy in the clutch, and a clean dispatch of the first. With Senzu down, he picks up that bomb.
Lots of util to work with this.
They partner up.
They're going to push the smoke.
Yeah, they are. Oh, they did make noise. That's been heard. Spots him in the smoke. He's isolated him. It comes down to that one.
Openers and closes for the young buck MOUZ.
Oh my God, did that get close?
They talk about his consistency. Well, a kid that was never poised under pressure started to find his footing in 2025. The reps in the bigger games. MONGOLz are mainstay on our screens. And check this one out again. Bang!
It's not the all-round without this from Blitz as well. Thrives in the chaos, times the smoke push well. Senzu a chip in as well, but that 1v1. 2 bullets spare, and MOUZ secures it.
Might be the most impactful kills from Blitz and Senzu so far, the 2 of them. Struggling to get things going, but this is the CT side where they can start doing some of their absolute best work. It's going to be the force buy back from MOUZ as the financial wars continue, and AKA Khalil and pistols again this time. And take the pace out of things, give themselves a moment to breathe. Four players to deal with this. Bomb not committed.
mid-fight. Team Flash. 9-10. Oh, he's done very well. Up against the Galil as well. Gets that man advantage. Easy on that pick commit. MZ down. Spinks does deliver, but is traded out. Sends you an important trade. When he's given a bit much there.
Live or die by the sword of aggression.
Yeah, Brolan happily welcomes the exchange, but does remove it. Puts us into a 3v3. 9-10 and Techno on the side. Oh my god, he actually hit that Tech 9 bullet. Ooh, one and done. Overlooking 9-10. Can he get them both? He can. Oh, wow, really up for debate these rounds, but now the financial repercussions. We could be looking at a tight game here.
The eco needs to be taken now by MOUZ, so MONGOLZ should be able to get things up to 8, no dramas. That was still touch and go for a couple of moments there. MOUZ re-swinging into the AK. Senzu staying quite aggressive on long. It's a good shot from Spinks, but you feel like he shouldn't be offered it after the initial 4-8. But proficiency on the MP9s is... MOUZ are going to bring in literally nothing into this round. Because it is just the Glocks. Can't really be giving away more than just a single kill. You don't want to give away a bomb plan either. So MONGOLZ, how clean can you keep it? They've had a few of these matches now.
yeah. We are going to start seeing teams adapt to the environment.
Well, MOUZ just going to try and bleed out as much utility as they can from the MONGOLZ. This is going to be a lengthy round before the eco bash comes in. No head armor on Senzu.
He lives to regret that. Oh, wow, he's actually lost out.
2 kills, that's pretty good.
It's not bad, is it? And a recovered AK on Spinks, so like you get a little nervous if he gets anything going with this. Okay, how about a 0 bullet to the leg to humble him?
No way back, only ways forward. Can they take anything else, though?
You would like to die. Eventually.
Yeah, you would. You don't want to be holding on to that MP9. Jimmy, you better run. You better run damn fast. 7, 6. They could just let you live, just run away. There's not enough time to get the bomb in. Blitz, he wanted the kill, but could have really screwed the blast bonus there for poor Jimmy.
Really could have. Like, there's a couple of seconds in that.
Yes. No way he was getting that bomb down. Surprisingly, Cycron is going to call the 3rd of 3 tactical timeouts. Mara has 1 left, so both coaches on the mic. The Sherpa's up this mountain. Their team's primed and ready.
It's like a pantomime.
Wait, so who are you guys cheering for?
Sounded like it began with an M.
Yeah, one of the teams with M.
Yeah.
No gooning allowed. One round the gap. 30-second chit chat. Cycron saying we've got to step it up. No AWP on the T side. Crowd liking what they're seeing now. Dallas loves an underdog. No stand-ins left.
9-10 in short, no Prolan in mid.
Hey!
Oh, and the fights keep going.
That's the confidence you want to see from the MONGOLZ.
Straight off the MOUZ timeout, immediately you're aggressive, immediately 9-10 and Blitz connect in their opening engagement.
Giving them a taste of their own medicine from that first half of play. MOUZ were very aggressive mid. Boots in the right place for the MONGOLZ.
Yeah, a little bit of bait spam there from Senzu, setting Blitz up later. Throws out a couple of bullets of his own.
Using the clock as their teammate right now, MOUZ. Hoping this sows some seeds of doubt. The deep banana smoke is going to start to fade. Xertion pushes this back, which should inform a two-player B setup, and has.
Oh, you've messed it up.
In a big way. Smoke's missed apartments, landed sight. Xertion's joining the pack. It's going to be a 3v3 on A. They can break into this.
They certainly could. MZinho's going to be that pit anchor. You're going to need something out of him. He cannot go empty-handed here. 15 seconds. It has to be now. Here they come. Wrapping into the side. That smoke works out in the end. Can they keep all 5 alive? Torji forced away to save an AK-47, and we are tied up. This was a 7-0 game, folks. Mongols demonstrating some on-stage tenacity.
It was that 2 out of the last 11 rounds for MOUZ. So the winning's been flowing one way, and that's them weathering the storm of a forced by war early within this second half. So
that's new. I like it. It's a good gag. It's a good gag. I'll give you that.
Well, there's an AK in the mix from Torji's carried through. Some upgrades around to, as far as full gun rounds have concerned, MOUZ have only had 1. And into the next, it might not even be a full investment because Torji, unless they get the bomb down, is only going to get the loss bonus. So they kind of need a plant.
They might get better than a plant if Torji can have his way with his sight. Trying to track 9-10. Oh, come on! What? That's quick out of 9-10. He's just taken 2. The second, a stunning one with a white screen. Blitz commits to the spray, gets 1. Still, job done, right? Feels that way. Spinks has recovered the AK off Torji's corpse.
You'd have to really overplay your hand right now to give this one away. Spinks putting in a great shift. 18 kills in total for him.
Yeah, there's no question about his presence in playoffs, is it?
Wrapping through CT, going to head into library to open up a few different angles. MZ up to bat.
Okay, well, he gets more than just info. He'll remove Spinks, and so hot potato with this AK. Just Brolin left up to swing. All down by that 9-10. Oh, that's a very high impact round from the Mongolian sniper.
Now this is the Mongols blossoming now in a stage game.
Yes, it is.
And look, we've touched upon before, sure, they've lost semifinals to Vitality. Everybody loses to Vitality. It was more the type of Counter-Strike that they were playing. But this is them. This is their identity. This is the way they play in the group stages. Sure, maybe Senzu's not having a massive match right now. Techno's impact, 9-10, showing why he's one of the best AWPers in the world. MZ with some steady kills. That Deagle shot, bang. Well, here we go again. Remember, I said that Torju was going to have issues in the buy. He just has a Tech 9. He's been their best performer. He sets the tone. But no AWP to do so. 7-0. Mongols are the first to hit double digits.
Oh, okay, nice find. Double HG manufacture an opening. High pressure onto Senzu as well with early damage. He's lost a teammate. He's lost over half health. And now a CT smoke is thrown. How much do you bite on this?
Gap's been pipped. Mazinho's going to need a multi-kill from this position. Unless it is the B finish. It looks like the bomb's going to keep heading over there. So this late lurk of Jimmy, not worth anything right now. We can see with the radar, just look how far Spinks has gotten. And there's a kill, they're in.
Yeah, they're definitely looking good to take this one here. Ooh, 9-10 might have something to say. Can't connect the second.
Senzu's time.
Maybe, just maybe. You can do something with that 19 HP. Torji, you've got the bomb, mate. Does start to commit. Get that one down.
2v2 now.
MZinho's caught Jimmy. Now presence from Banana noted. Senzu and MZinho. Smoke and kit present. Incendiary as well could be useful. Brolan's going to use that safe haven of the smoke on New Box. Hang on, Torji cooking. Senzu not looking. Brolan connects. It's only MZinho looking good. MOUZ will take it. Up for debate at times.
A couple of shaky moments there. Really well used with the util, right? It's not often we see the nades, the conversion on the kill. That gets him the opener. Spinks pips the gap. Observer staying off for that to give them an opportunity to finish off the B split.
Yeah.
Third of 3 tactical timeouts, both teams. Nothing left down the stretch. Money is still there to issue another buy for the Mongols. However, with the loss bonus at the bottom of the barrel, might have to be a save if they lose the site early. Likely the discussion being had. The worst case scenario, getting your finances broken late on the CT side. That'll roll out the red carpet for MOUZ to take away the Mongols map and then waltz into Nuke with the confidence of being 1 map up, 1 map away from the grand final here in Dallas.
Round 21.
Oh, they missed the mid-smoke.
Gap.
Maybe it's intentional?
Or perhaps, yeah, there's a T-smoke in response, but he's still going to stick around. He'll use that as an invitation to stay a little aggressive. Zertion's not playing scared, is he?
So they went searching for kills over towards A while being more passive on B, right? You can't go aggressive on both unless it's all in. So they haven't vibed for this banana control, which is going to put them under a lot more pressure of this B defense. That's the likes of Senzu and Techno.
It's like they knew this util was coming. He's actually managed to block that slightly.
Yeah, that might even foil the Sandry still, but now there it is. Just a wider plume.
Bang.
Oh, nade's not good either, so
no,
util not hitting the mark right now. Mongols, a minute on the clock. MOUZ with the banana control. Now they need to work on brackets. Remember, Mongols will have nothing left if they lose this round.
All to play for. Trying to get a little pig there, set up with the HE on the break.
Started rotating, I think it's B. Now they know.
And now they know they're going to hear the commitment of this utility. 910 to peek out on the shot, does deliver. Here they come, they're wrapping into Mzinho's sight. 910, he's holding the cross, solid with the AWP. Misses his chance, but Mzinho doesn't. Finds Zertion, spins in response, elevated angles. Looks like the CTs are holding fast. There's no time for anything from Torji. No silly business here with the AWP. They're chasing him down.
Boxed in.
Is he going to get away with his AWP? Has to fight his way out of this one, but jumping with his knife out into Senzu. Mongols survive, make it 11, take the lead at the pointy end of our first map.
Oof, okay, it looks like the double orbs have been brought through right now, and this is something that they used on Mirage as well as Dust 2 yesterday with Senzu and 910, but this is Inferno. You can still get away with it, sure, but think about the retake potential. That's where things become a problem. You need to shut them down at the door. If you have double orbs and you're trying to get into one of these sites late, it could be real rough. And not only that, you have a FAMAS and an MP9 around the double orbs against a partial buy.
Oh, and if you lose someone early to a double nade, 2 down, 1 nade from Brolan. The double dunk. You want to talk about retakes, Chad? How about losing 2 players in the opening 10 seconds? That's all you had to avoid. Let the orbs work instead. Now Mongols hands tied behind their backs, hamstrung by the Brolan HE.
Enough utility right now for this execute. Smokes and flashes are plenty. Senzu's likely to be blind off the line. He is going to need to have a massive performance on this orb right now to shut down this site.
We know we've seen Senzu with the AWP. He does have the ability to pop off.
The flashes are just going to be there though. How's he meant to get anything done?
Punisher, slightly aggressive Tech 9 swing. Incendiary, does they push off that or do they respect it? They do push through! Oh, Senzu nothing! And the same can be said for Mzinho. Just the
That's
one.
it. That's the round done.
Job done.
That one right there like a gut punch. MOUZ. The way that they open that up, Blitz and Techno just going down to the nades, top banana, that is going to be tough.
Just as you were talking about try retaking with that, immediately in my head I'm thinking, okay, just don't, whatever you do, don't die to a double sandbag nade. Instead it gets worse, you lose 2. Techno's going to be kicking himself, he's just seen that and died to it again.
Yeah, the sobering moment of this, it's definitely going to fall over the Mongols now. Remember, lost bonus bottom of the barrel. If they can retain this weapon on 910, we'll give them at least something to work with, but your option is force buy behind it or save and then work with the 1900. Well, this is to tie things up 11-11. It's too late in the piece for this to go down this way. He gets away with it. 9-10 will not be found. 20 kills in total for him so far. And remember, there's no timeout. There's no 30 seconds to give yourself a breather and come up with a plan. They are going to force fight. It's the only thing that really makes sense in this situation. And M4 has been made available by the residual cash at 9-10. As we catch this in the replay package, just the shots going astray there. Mazinho not able to get more than one, and that round is done.
Be pacey here, 9-10. Tasked with doing something early, and oh, he has!
Do you accelerate A now?
Well, you certainly might ask questions of Jimmy on that.
That's the bomb!
Away. Oh no, Blitz!
Torji has the bomb.
He had the bomb right there for the taking, but Torji's hit a quick combat orb shot. He saves MOUZ from red faces. Retrieving that would have been a nightmare.
Well, now the round can settle back in. There's no rush for MOUZ. The fact that they level things back into a 4v4, they're going to make Mongols search for info or sit on their haunches. Well, the orb hasn't moved. This time the nade chips away. It's the two best gun for Mongols to deal with this. Senzu's yet to have his moment.
You can see the game plan. 9-10 gets one. Smoke goes down. They like to throw the smoke now. Reformat the setup.
They can clear this and go.
They will. They're stacked up on top of each other. Oh, the flashes are good. You're in so much trouble. Jimmy dips into the smoke, and oh, a missed shot from the orb. That's got to signal the end of the sight. MOUZ to take 12. A certainty now.
Just to think of the fashion this happened, just with a couple of HEs, getting you 2 kills on that B side.
That's all it takes.
And MOUZ, they're in the driver's seat. They can even hunt for this, try and remove these MP9s, and the Mongols, they don't even feel happy about having to save these SMGs. 1900 into the bank balance next. They're going to need to do what they did on round 3 of this game with the Deagles. Hit some bangers of shots, but now you're up against a team with orbs. Full U2. AK is going to be across the board. MOUZ have done enough to get this one converted. It's so tough to see a way that Mongols are going to be able to manufacture anything on this CT side to convert the next to take us to overtime.
Oh yeah, it's a red carpet has been rolled out for MOUZ to take this in regulation. CT economy broken late, a horrible combination of words for any CT. And so here, Mongols are presented with a challenge. That was challenging for Blitz. Couldn't get a single bullet onto Torji.
Felt like he had the jump on him, didn't it?
Yeah, rough.
You get that kill, the bomb's loose top mid. Everybody has to scamper back from Banana to try and get this, and there's the frustrations.
Oh my God! Torji goes looking. They tried to accelerate into him with MP9s, but he's anticipated that at a collateral. Mongols can't stop conceding double opening deaths right now. Oh, it feels like the end of Inferno. 3 MP9s on the 3 remaining Mongols. What on earth are they supposed to do with this? Fight taken by Blitz and insufficient damage just by cutting noise, by freezing. Oof, okay, one back, Techno. But B is starting to hear the smoke's plume. Senzu's rotating over. Oh, you know, a little more damage. Look how much damage has been done.
Here's Spinks with a final knockout blow.
Yeah, you're right. Nice shot from Techno, but is he really ready for this? They're even pivoting back. They've got him absolutely booked here.
Techno W out. Spinks has got this. He's heard the sound cues. This will be the final kill. Hold on a second. 2v2. 17 seconds. Bomb will go down.
Techno actually with more and more impact. Is he going to keep going? Has he got anything more to show? A triple kill when his team needed him. Senzu's miles away.
Timer on this.
Yeah, don't forget they don't have a kit. They don't have a kit. This would have to be something very quick somehow. He's thrown out of smoke to try and fight with it. Hit him. He had the impact. He heard it. Now they know where they're both approaching from. This has to be quick.
Bomb halfway gone.
They have to move. Senzu up and over on the graveyard side. Xertion denies. It looks good. It looks great. Only Techno and no time for this. No time. MOUZ will take it. Inferno is theirs.
7-0 start. The crowd against them. They are in pursuit of yet another grand final in 2025. The inexperience there at the Mongols, it cost them late, but they're here to play, and we might have a series on our hands. Nuke up next. MOUZ on the attack, their map choice. HE to the door, blown open. Options available. Techno breaks the vent, dips down early. Smoke at a flash. No P250 to pick yard with. Techno noisy on this. That's a boatload of information, and he hangs around to Coppergoosh.
Yeah, he's going to have to get out of there now, and 910 called upon. He's been struggling to find the headshot there, just a couple of body shots, but now it looks like his teammates demonstrated how. Techno with a tap. MZinho underneath as well, so if you think you're going to be able to find isolated Jewel, you'll be right, because Exertion brings 910 down. Will MZinho be overlooked here? He's positioned perfectly, just taps and turns! Oh, MZinho! Masterful start on the pistol for the Mongols.
Yeah, important for them to pick that up, and now they need to make sure they convert cleanly. They really need a strong start here. You just have to return to Melbourne. That was a seeding match, but MOUZ got the better of them on this map. It's the Mongols who changed the choice in the veto. Last time it was Mirage, this time they tried Inferno. Same result, but damn, they were close. MOUZ are going to take almost a full eco into this one. Exertion invest into a Deagle, the rest will be Glock heavy. So we'll play past the parcel with this $700 hand cannon. A bit more lively today out there in the arena.
I think everyone's having a good Saturday.
Yeehaw!
Counter-Strike on the telly.
Yeah, grand final tomorrow, best of 5.
Yes, please.
Winner of this versus winner of Vitality Falcons, the next fixture. Oh, this is the same way that MOUZ approached their eco back on Inferno Tay at the time. Allow the utility to be expended, see if you can get a kill or two, and actually I think they got 3 within that round, so.
There might be some new members of the crowd, maybe the bias has swayed. Dallas, who's cheering for MOUZ? It's like 3 of them, I think I heard them.
3, yeah.
Yeah.
That's we'll get the official count out there.
But what about the Mongols? A fan favorite, winning an anti-eco.
It's the time to get some stat padding in for MZinho. Beautiful double kill, important for him on the pistol, but how many of these can he grab? Oh, it's going to be Blitz to come over and steal one, but they're just going to punt this one in. The crossfire, very strong. Exertion gets something for his troubles, but all good in the hood. 2-0 before the AKs come out. This is a map from the T side. MOUZ can look marvelous. Seen them earlier in the year against Spirit, just keeping Donk completely silent.
Someone in production's having a really good day. Mind controlled.
All right, 9-10, starting warehouse. Heavy lean towards top at the moment for the Mongols. Dropping down the vent early is going to be Blitz. He'll be dealing with the secret crawl. 9-10 calling the possibility of the cross, and they're aware of the timing. 9-10 needs to win this one. Peppers his way out of the duel with Spinks.
Yeah, very important headshot. Removes that silo vantage point. Protocols to be tested.
Yeah, this is the thing though, with this smoke wall, it's a full commit for MOUZ because they don't have much utility left after this. So they have to get across. They have the bomb, and the lion's share of their players down. Late lurk from Brolin.
Blitz immediately smoked them off, but that's not going to last much longer.
He just needs to play for info. He doesn't really need to commit to a fight. They have the man advantage. Is that a new like Gen Alpha?
I think Greasy is the new tryhard.
Okay.
They like you're trying hard. How dare you, kind of thing.
You learn everything. You learn something new every day, don't you?
Just working it out. And so is Blitz. Okay, well, we forced forward by the Flame, but in the meantime, MZinho has secured this one onto Torji, and he'll finish the job as well. 4 alive, not bad for the finances, and keeping this win streak going. A 3-0 start, a reverse of what we witnessed on Inferno. It was a very slow start from MONGOLZ, or you frame it the other way, it was a hop from MOUZ, a 7-0 to start us off. It ends 13-11, so there is something to be said about the resilience on display from MONGOLZ map 1.
It's all going to be about the mental, right? MOUZ, once upon a time, they were the ones who had the question mark around them as far as arena games went. They were great in the groups, it was getting to the arenas and then putting in the strong performances. This season, that's all been about the Turkish side of Aurora as well as the MONGOLZ. Now, there are caveats, there is nuance. We touched on it during map number 1 that the semifinals that the MONGOLZ have lost were against Vitality, but then they also had an arena loss to Astralis with Cadian. So it's all about taking these steps, getting this experience. The change of Counter-Strike into the New World Order, the VRS. Mage's end of the season as the AWP for 910 opens the account.
He's done very well, gets away. Now, Xerxes Deagle did pick off one before he brought down.
Yeah, spam through the smoke there by Blitz. But these Tech9s are going to pivot back, see if they could find an incision elsewhere. So they've with the kill, they've forced a rotation. They know where the AWP was. 910's dipped down towards B on his lonesome Senzu CT vent. Techno back a sight. Oh, trying to go down the vent here.
Yeah, Senzu positions himself to try and unload. Did the bomb go down?
Not yet.
Torji
getting lost.
Trying. Succeeding.
This
Gets
is tough
down.
for 910.
Yeah, it is very awkward for a 910. Up close and personal with the AWP. A jumping pistol. Prolat brought down. He's ready for another. Well handled. That's what you want to see from 910. Nothing scarier than knowing there's multiple Tech9s leaping towards your location as an AWPer, but he's taken that comfortably.
Ooh, okay. Didn't catch that one, but a bit of spam on the bodies just there, making sure the pistols they picked up aren't faulty. Return to sender. But that from MOUZ, I even love the idea. Okay, AWP was rammed, we forced him down to B. Let's get ourselves down the fireman pole. We know that these Tech9s can get up close and in your face. Sure, not able to get the kill, but the ideas are there. That means the comms are flowing. First tactical timeout called, and then there it is. Really just gotta check. Need the WD-40 on the trigger sometimes.
Yeah, it could be faulty.
This one's called by Cycron. The boss man behind MOUZ. Gonna go into their second rifle round.
I mean, organizationally, MOUZ has had such a great rising from the ashes to be a genuine contender for trophies. It's been a long-standing organization in Counter-Strike, but MOUZ, in their current form, definitely in that conversation. They're at the tip of the tongue. When we talk tier 1, we talk playoffs.
Yeah, well, self-proclaimed MONGOLZ said them and themselves, them and Aurora are 1.5, tier 1.5 teams, like some MOUZ, Falcons, Vitality, Spirit, they're the tier 1 names.
Okay, Senzu let off the leash and punished immediately.
That's a conversation that you had in the post-game of the last. Said, hey boys, let's leave nothing on the table. Let's play with no regrets. Let's make our plays. And that move doesn't stick the landing. So Senzu goes down early. Techno's just snuck on in. A bit of a heist. Got himself that AK and able to get away before the smoke starts to fade.
Yeah, 910 in a forward position, which has scored MZinho into this forward position on trophy. And he's done it.
Exactly that.
Just like that. It's a different type of headshot.
What?
It's called, it's like an American Pop-It.
This is like a Dallas special or something? Bro, what's going on, man?
It's American Pop-It. Nice 5 from 910. There's more where that came from. Techno's done well. Clears out Hut, maintains that lobby. Fight! Oh, Techno! He just swung in for another.
Oh, he's got the bomb. He can plant. This is in Spinks' wheelhouse.
It certainly is. It's a dangerous position to find yourself in. 3 CTs versus 1, but he's got the bomb down and a clean headshot to start. Slams close the door. Expecting more, expecting trouble, attempted to reposition, only has
Knows
info
both.
as to what. Does he know both now? He can grab that, and he will! Spinks strikes thrice in the low sight!
It's just the spam bullet of the one Tech 9, right? So you hear the AK, it's hammering shots through the door. It's to give them some vision. But then 9-10, I think he catches a glimpse of Spinks on the cross, shoots the Tech 9. His teammates say both. Spinks locks and loads, and I said it's in his wheelhouse. And boy, does he deliver.
Instant headshot into that transfer as well. Brolan leaping forward. And a grimace on MOUZ's side of the stage. That's a nasty one to let go. 9-10 not going to be too destabilized by that. He immediately provides an opening kill.
If you can respond immediately with a shutdown round, you'll take out all the energy of that clutch. Sure, it got MOUZ on the board, but MOUZ can respond in kind. And this one means a lot. Money will be skimp after this if the MOUZ do concede the man advantage.
Oh, it's a dangerous game. Out in the yard, Senzu, what does very well, even dinks up Torji.
See that missed waterfall smoke there?
Jimmy is going to ask questions and not far off the mark. Both of them had a bit of a hectic spray there. The Galil brought down. Torji's very low.
Hit the gap.
Should go down into the trade though. Will 9-10 be able to provide that? Yes, sir.
All right, just Brolan in his turn at a 1v3. Plenty of time on the clock. Like YouTube to work with, but lacking the ability to pivot immediately in towards a site.
Yeah, what Spinks had that Brolan doesn't is that. He's not immediately about to be planting the bomb.
Still could work his way into A right now.
Brolan into the site. Trying to clear out that hard to clear corner. Tech no good for it from CT Ven, and it's 5. So shrugging off that clutch.
I wonder if MOUZ will go with a hero AK. There's the ability for Torji to invest into one, and his teammates could drop him an AWP into the following round. But I hope MOUZ are feeling the love right now. As that missed waterfall. So as you drop in, you're completely exposed. What Spinks thought was going to be covered and shrouded by smoke was not the case whatsoever. A moment where that could have gotten out of control if Torji was able to find another kill there, but it is just going to be the partial. So MOUZ down to essentially an eco.
Oh, he got forced forward. He's done well to path away from the spray and live on.
They're going to try and go ramp here, MOUZ. Oh, 9-10 with another opener. He's been great so far.
Yeah, he is definitely looking like he's in
Hey!
form. It's 9-10 again. Mzinho chips in. It's just a shooting gallery. Just as easy as that. 9-10, he's everywhere right now.
Making it look casual at the moment. 13-2, 7 rounds deep. Second tactical timeout call for MOUZ. Feeling the pressure at the moment. And with these openings, 9-10 is 5-0.
13-2, 5-0 in opening duels. He does seem to come alive when the pressure is at its highest.
Yeah, we seem to have some good maps throughout the tournament so far.
Nice little start, removing another row. That's his 5th opening. And then racks himself up a couple here in helping out Mzinho's ramp hold.
This is the type of start where MOUZ, if they can just get 1 to 2 more rounds, they're going to be very, very content with this CT side. Right, MOUZ are going to be able to work with 3 to 4 on the T half, but still they need to get there first. So how long will the pain continue? Again, standard smoke wall. Exertion playing ahead of this.
He's going to give it a go. Exertion, the entry. Oh, and covered nicely by Torji. Progressing quickly. Oh, info, but a bullet between the eyes. That's nice from Exertion. This is his round. He actually gets it from the grave, the flames, onto another. Should be MOUZ's round here. Nothing left for Senzu. His teammates have abandoned him.
Still haven't had that Senzu moment in this matchup just yet.
No, that's true.
Now this one would have to be bananas because they're armed to the teeth. They know where you are and you need to hit some one bangs. The AWP shot misses. AK rattles by, but shot in the back. Round to be converted. 6-2, 4-round gap.
I mean, that's an entry fragger, like frag movie moment, right? Like, it's not going to be the most glamorous, but he gets the space, takes it, and he gets that second as well. 9-10 got deleted.
Yeah, Mara trying to get in before things get out of control. Now, obviously, he's been given 60 seconds up until this point, wants to make it a minute 30. That's thanks to Cycron, but this one's going to be on his watch. Now, there is the ability for 9-10 to get out of the AWP again. Techno's going to have to work with something lighter, potentially just an SMG, but that's fine when you're anchoring down that top side. Mazinho will be able to get himself a rifle of choice. U2 will be lacking, so that's going to mean certain points they won't be able to block, but otherwise, still a pretty good buy, all things considered. Blitz gives away the opener, Exertion takes the space, and it hits some very nice shots there to essentially confirm the round for MOUZ. But this next one, as far as MOUZ are concerned, is worth 2. No kit, Alex.
Better avoid a plant. Interesting pathing from the yard players here. Going to stay close to that diagonal wall. You will be exposed. You spotted a glimpse of 9-10, but they're going forward. They're coming for you. They want to take this locker space. They want to occupy yard. Spinks will activate, ramp falls. Oh, high pressure and rotations held. Unorthodox now equalized into a 3v3. They'll accelerate into B. Torji been tasked with the bomb plant. Oh, he's done well there. Techno, not so much. Blitz stands his ground for 1, but it all falls to 9-10. And is he gonna really want to win this with an AWP? You discussed the finances, Chad. He doesn't have an AWP if he goes for this. Oh, and he has opened the doors, announced his presence. Torji will peek in, misses one back. 9-10 is asking questions of Torji. The pressure mounting for Torji. He can feel that time slipping away. 9-10's got to make a move now, and it looks like he's chosen to elope. Oh, too late. AWP denied, ripped out of his hands as MOUZ are closing that gap.
Set 3 or 4, well, that's the guarantee. Now is going to have to be the MONGOLZ eco before they can bring out the guns again. At that point, 8 is all that'll be available after this hot start, but that's a great little entry there. And you can see they're using the diagonal smoke wall pathing because they know that they also applied ramp pressure at the same time. It's going to force your rotating player to help out. There's a gap that manifests. Sure, those 2 players go down first, but they get all the information. Able to rotate down towards B and convert the round. So very well handled from MOUZ, staying in it mentally. And this is a really good sign. You want to see this team able to bounce back. In case of adversity, a slower start, rounds not going their way. A tussle with the Vitalities and Falcons in the world. That's exactly what you need.
Yeah, because both of those teams are more than capable of doing the same.
He's having a really good series so far. I know he only has 5 kills right now, but the 1v3 has completely changed the tide of conversation within this so far. Nice shot from Blitz, but it will just be Techno. Last man standing. Noted and removed. So Casual on the must-win round for MOUZ. No AWP for 9-10. The money's not there with the loss bonus. Now, do you send somebody down secret, or do you go for something a bit more yard control right now if you're MONGOLZ? They've been getting this space, they've been taking it. If you want to fight, get in their face, push up towards red, maybe get under the silo, try and stuff them before it gets out of control. But that doesn't mean MOUZ have to follow through with these yard plays. They could do something more lobby-centric. Well, doesn't appear to be the yard control for the CT. It's just going to keep it standard. Blitz at 9-10, tasked with harassing. Sent to a Techno to lock down the site. Senior to play that ramp position, and oh, okay, this is a bit unorthodox. 1 you expect, 2 very rare to see. The Blitz at 9-10 partnered up. It might pay off here.
Certainly does for the first.
Well, now Blitz can swing.
Yeah, take 5.
He can be more active.
Oh, Mzinho. Mzinho's in trouble. Want to slip the net. Ramp, he lost, but he's actually going to try and take the fight. Dings him down. Oh, nice from Mzinho. He isolated Jimmy from his boys and then pops his head off.
Bronze across undetected, but there's always the possibility that conversation has to be clear for MONGOLZ. All the comms have been lacking. 3v5 as the cutter noise continues.
Perfectly positioned there. Catches Brolan, forced to look the other way, clear his vents. Clear that single side. Torji ahead of that. Will have a chance, and ooh, leg shot. Techno lives on, takes down the AWPer, and Spinks last to fall. Will they keep the sheet clean? 5 alive, yes indeed. Last round of this half is a big difference between an 8-4 and a 7-5. MOUZ know that.
Well, 910's able to scavenge back his AWP, and the fact that works out so perfectly, no trade potential there on Exertion. Even if he gets blitz, 910 is going to trade 100%, but it's all about MOUZinho. We first got this kid on our screens in the high-pressure tournaments like Katowice. He was having a tough time. But you have to look at his age. You have to look how young this team is. A photo came out from the MONGOLZ Twitter account of Techno, Senzu, MOUZinho when they were, I think, 12, 13, 14 years of age, playing together in a LAN cafe. The expectation's high because we know what they're capable of, but the environment that they're doing it upon, it's always new, it's always fresh, and there's an opening incision. Can it be 2?
Nearly. Exertion got brought very low, and he actually is going to stand around. Goes for more! Blitz! That is ridiculous! He takes 3 down, forced forward by the Flames. Just Torji left, but MONGOLZ, they make a statement in the final round. They're ready for the fight. Bring on team side, bring on map 3. MOUZ in pursuit of their first Tier 1 Grand Final. MOUZ standing in their way. It's semi-final Saturday. We are live from the beautiful Kay Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center and potentially a map 3 on the cards. Sure, MOUZ, you may have taken Inferno, but MONGOLZ a defense they can be proud of. An 8-4 half as we get back into the server.
Led by the sniper, 9-10. Massive performance from him, 14-5, but Mazinho with some magic moments too, 11-6, and then Blitz at the tail end with a multi-kill. 9-10. Always sharp on these pistols. I keep saying his name. Can he find another opener? He's been great in that department.
Oh, they were holding for these fights. He flicked her out for a heady.
3 HP for Brollan.
Saved by the staircase. Brollan, lucky to be alive.
All right, well.
Hello, goodbye. Spinks overlooked. Blitz in the corner, and that should mean a plant, uncontested.
How does Brollan get back into this?
That's the question. I mean, he's just going to have to be the bait. Exertion's going to be coming in from hot side. They're all coming in from different angles, so they have to rot the clock a little. Exertion hoping to be overlooked, and you might very well have the element of surprise held by that CT vet. Techno confirms presence in hot. Nice tap from Jimmy. They need this one onto Exertion. Clean, it's falling apart. Need it onto Mazinho. Oh, he's in trouble. Getting away is hard. And I think this time, Jimmy has pulled it off. Right down to the wire.
I'm having a tough time piecing together how this one went wrong.
Yeah, me too.
So Exertion gets out, is able to make all of this space. Mazinho fluffing his lines on that shot, then trying to run away, back turn on the reload. Jimmy hunts him down just in time. And that defuse comes in, and yeah, you got to be frustrated with that. It felt like they had it. The kills on the way in for the retake. They lost the opener, they get 2 back. Brollan on 3 HP takes down Blitz.
Mazinho's just gone straight no Kev. He's dropped an AK for 9-10, says please. Make this our second round, and already brought down. Look at that from Torji. Oh, it's a beautiful round from Torji. I can't even control the spray. Can Blitz scavenge the AK, put Exertion down, but oh no, this round is already looking over. Nice Molotov placement. Spinks will burn. 2v4?
There's still a chance on this. Mazinho's actually gotten across. Nobody's addressing to that right now because they're trying to pin in that of Techno.
No Kev on these.
Well, Jimmy's taken yard completely. He's got a second scope. This time it's an AUG. Curious investment as Techno's still going to kick up a bit of a fuss. So they know all about him. If you can get another plant, this is somewhat salvaged. Mazinho, again, you touched upon it. He dropped the AK, so has no armor to go with this. But if he's sharp, it won't matter. Exertion's low, hard to be cleared.
Oh, but Techno just aware enough.
That's another gun, and there's util. Look at these smokes.
Oh my god, if they place these correctly, it's near impossible for Jimmy and Brollan. Smoked off at the doors, now what? Hold your horses. Despite Torji's great sharp shots on the scout, now they're peeking into a crossfire, and it's Mazinho gets one. Jimmy can clutch. Oh, you just need to survive. Techno, you just need to stay alive a second longer.
Backside plan, there's no time, there's no time. Jimmy can't win it again. This time the MONGOLZ are gonna get it done.
And it's a hero, it's man like Techno as well. May only have the 7 frags, but he gets impact with those ones. Gets 2.
You don't think that molly on Spinks is really going to cost them, do you? But Exertion dealing with ramp goes down. The bomb looks like it has more than enough time, but they don't have a kid. It's planted backside. It's a long journey for Jimmy to get back to that. And they pulled off a highway robbery in Dallas. All these forced by walls. If MONGOLZ can come out on top of this, if they can win consecutive rounds right here, right now, they'll brag MOUZ's money, and they'll be the ones hunting down that magic number at 13 very quickly. They all carried through. Afamis invested. A couple of 5-7s, and that's a great start.
He's done very well there. Famas at range, burst to the face, Mazinho gone.
Smoke walls up, they will get across. The bomb, however, a late piece staying red. So it feels like they want to force the rotation down and then pivot back, maybe into a heaven and hell. But if Blitz goes down, the round's going to start to spiral out of control very quickly. Blitz wants to show a little bit of leg, and that is enough. He's identified that they are down towards lower. They'll smoke off main. They'll start working on this heaven and hell space. Use these rifles at range.
Oh, it's a lot of bodies out yard, and the perfect weapon for that kind of fight. Jimmy using that scoped rifle to best 9-10. Sure, both of them are low, and timing from Techno is impeccable. He's managed to catch Brawlan off guard on the A site. Oh, crossing into main cancelled. Senzu's been run down.
That's the bomb.
It's the bomb. Should be the round. Oh, lovely. Torchy's MP9 farms, runs down Blitz. Bomb and round now hanging in the balance of just Techno. What is he supposed to do?
30 seconds, no time for this.
I mean, I like the idea if he had an extra 20, but at this point, yeah, good luck, have fun. You've got 20 seconds, you haven't got the bomb. And the CTs are all over. Reveals himself. $600 kill, but he'll go down.
Nice round there from MOUZ. And, you know, I could see what MONGOLZ were opting for quite quickly. When Blitz got across, because he's on his own, there's no bomb there, it's unlikely they're going to continue into the lower side. Essentially what they want with the fear factor is to force the rotation. But they knew that Jimmy had saved it all. So you're playing against something that is a ranged weapon. He's able to scope in, play it like it's Call of Duty and take you down, so you're kind of negated with your move. Might have had to come up with a whole different plan in that situation, but again, Forced by Wars will continue. AK for Senzu, pistols for the rest. In fact, they stole one away already. It's been quite the miracle. If they could do it again, I'd be very much surprised. MOUZ are in a strong position now to take control of this half.
Oh, it gets better for them as well.
And look how individual it is. It's like, I'm swinging on my own. There's no one baiting for me. There's no boost. The util's not there. They're just putting their aim on display, which that's the way that the MONGOLZ play, but you need a bit of finesse right now. Let's look at that. The nade has blown the AK miles away. Not going to be able to get scooped up.
Couldn't be more in enemy territory. Techno's going to try something off of that flash. Takes a heavy lick and now getting run down. Yeah, nice from Blitz back. Oh, no ammo! How has the B250 gotten two? Oh, and a potential third on the one tap there. The AK didn't quite find the head of Jimmy, and his days are numbered. 9-10 trying to lend a hand, forced into the fight, and 9-10 the last of four. He's been spotted out. No fun for him. Playtime cancelled. Okay.
With the eco now for MONGOLZ. Can't continue to invest in this fashion. Apex, another fan favorite around here. Remind everybody again, I'd say the main fixture of the day. Falcons versus Vitality up next. Vitality still on that winning streak. Who's going to stop them? Well, rivals in Melbourne was back-to-back grand finals against the Falcons. And they had their chances, that's for sure.
I think MOUZ really want to make it clear that it's not just a conversation about Falcons and Vitality into Austin. Oh, wow, that's a lot of damage from one single HG. Jimmy's making this all look pretty damn good, pretty effective in the roles he's playing. Here comes the cleanup crew. Zershun just stealing away some of Jimmy's Zeeks.
Jimmy could have been regretting right there that he didn't buy head armor, but it's not going to cost him now that we get the AKs back into the hands. 9-10's AWP is not available. Second tactical timeout called throughout this. So Mara will be very happy with how proceedings had gone up until this point. It's just a one-round gap. You know you probably should have won that T-side pistol. You won the force, then you dropped the ball. Now it's tight. Was you with the AWP, Jimmy with the AWP. So level the playing field in these duels. Round still rallying behind the MONGOLZ, making a bit of a home here in Dallas. Nothing crazy with the openers. Smokes dot across yard. Senzu, cautious of aggression towards T-Red.
Zershun is going to have a little aggressive venture of his own. Tucks in.
I feel like he might even try and push through these.
Yeah, timing on the descent. Oh, wow. Brolin's brought down Techno. That's very early for an opening death for MONGOLZ. They were counting on Lobby being theirs. Immediately, Brolin rips that territory from them.
Spinks is already down here.
Spinks doesn't have any util, so he is just going to kind of put himself in a Joker position and hope. He's overlooked. Looking good. Blitz not ready. Oh, he gets them both. That looked way too easy. Senzu, can you save him? The answer, a resounding no. Not on Torji's watch. Oh, a 910's even let him know where he is. A little metal step. Catches the swing. Can he come up clutch? Too many bodies. Adjustment for another. Good grief, he makes a strong case for it.
Starting to heat up there, but we're all tied up now. Lost bonus 3,400 going into the next. It's been 4 straight rounds for MOUZ now with the bomb not going down. Spinks, he has found a lot of damage in that position on this map so far. T-side winning the clutch as they come out that door, this time making sure they can't even walk through it.
He's such a valuable player, isn't he, in that MOUZ jersey?
Partials in for MONGOLZ. 910 will get the AWP out into the next. You can tell with his limited investment. So he'll be more of a facilitator in this round. You want to still seem threatening if you're the MONGOLZ in this situation so that MOUZ have to continue to block. Make sure it's not a top rush. Make sure it's not a ramp rush. Okay, they throw some smokes towards yard. We need to deal with that. Does look like they are going to pivot back into a top play. So blitz outside, making it seem like there is a threat available.
Ash is thrown in for the A side, but no immediate commitment. Roland and Jimmy, they're on high alert now. They can feel this acceleration into the side. They need to bring him down. Actually, Techno again with impact. He's facilitated the plant. Hey, that's going down. Mzinho will make it a retake scenario.
Tough for Exertion to get into this from the vent.
He got a double with a nade.
Not denied, it's down.
Yeah, Mzinho at least gets the code punch, but look what they're working with Senzu. Just the Deagle, Techno 12 HP. MOUZ should have this every day of the week, and a missed Deagle. Oh, just a knee-jump reaction, and it's gonna be Techno to close. Senzu and Techno.
That's a showstopper. Senzu breathes some life into this MONGOLZ T-side with a stunner, and the X factor, it's what you want, it's what you need, and it's what gets you up to double digits.
Let me see that one again. Senzu's D. Sure, Techno, he made that round look good, but this one, a flick to the face. Outrageous. Oh, and look what it means to them.
The 2 rounds you've won so far have been in these force or lighted by situations. But the joy on the faces are infectious. This team in the big games, everybody loves them. Dallas want to see the underdog push this the distance. Looking to flourish at the right time are the MONGOLZ. Tail end of the season, major right around the corner. Getting their stage legs.
They started the AWP down here. Georgie has nothing to report. Jimmy ready and raring to go should they try and ask questions of his carriage position. Oh, FAMAS tagged up, finished off. Spray there from Exertion to lend a hand. Zinho though, maybe he's got a good chance. Yeah, does remove the FAMAS. Pulls us back level only for a second as Exertion, he gets his second kill of the round. And Torji goes aggressive. With a man advantage, the AWPer goes looking for trouble. Puts Mzinho in the dirt.
Still some space to work with. Torji's going to re-aggress. This might catch 910 off guard. He's been spotted now. Torji's going to clamp up through, and that's the shot you want to see. It's Senzu, last man standing.
All right, Senzu, you were hitting some bangers, but not today. Not in round 20. Torji's seen that that's over.
Oh, the level of importance on that round, the Exertion impact there. It's 1,900 loss for MOUZ going forward if they were to lose that. It's great to see Exertion with 17 kills to his name. This is the player that had question marks in some of the bigger games before even addressing it in some of the pre-game material that we saw coming in today in earlier years. It's all part of MOUZ being one of the top teams in Counter-Strike in these type of environments. Is their players becoming more comfortable to deliver what we expect? Not down, not out just yet, but third tactical timeout consumed. Now you know that they won on a partial, which means they will have a bit of residual cash. There's only one player staying alive in that scenario, sure, but they had squirreled away a couple of extra pennies, which does net them an AK, a Galil. Make it 2 as Mizinho invests late. They've been able to pull out 2 AKs out of all of this. Okay, so it's just going to be 1 Tech9 in the mix for Techno. So the firepower is there, the utility isn't. What's the mission that Mara set them upon?
The missed shot from Torji could open the doors to a little bit of pressure. Never mind, pressure relieved. Comfortable defense, a little pacey attempt towards the top side. MONGOLz put a lot of pennies into that, and it just falls flat.
Yeah, it feels like the same situation over Inferno. At least MONGOLz have the loss bonus with them, so there's still going to be some investments available, but right now, it's either a shove all in or a partial, and then you play for overtime. But MOUZ feel like they've done enough just to keep the MONGOLz at distance. Sure, the crowd's not behind them, but they are playing the Counter-Strike that is going to get them into that 4th grand final. A win in Cluj, your 2nd place in EPL, 2nd place in Lisbon. We're now in Dallas. We're looking for another.
Good haul for a season already.
Yeah, this is an all-in maneuver right now from the MONGOLz. Do or die.
Ooh, Torji nearly got caught out there. That was a Galil, puts him on half health. Orpa on notice. Nice movement to find the elevated angle over the initial smoke wall. 910's lining up wall number 2.
Block smoke just landed on Secret. So it's unfortunate timing. By the time that they start to cross, that smoke's only going to have about 10 seconds left on it, and MOUZ have completely evacuated B for now. As I say that, Jimmy dips down from ramp. 2 late pieces on this. 9-10. How's he going to be able to contribute? And then you have Torji all the way in CT spawn.
Checking it this time. No Spinks this time. Just Jimmy.
Hit
oh,
the frame.
He does get both. No, not a third. Not a 4th. Jimmy denies the hopes and dreams of the MONGOLz. A 1-man defense of that B site, and he just terminates them.
That's beautiful from Jimmy. The Finn, ice cold. There's no trade on the immediate swing. Gets to activate, pulls out these USP, and with owner on the screen, that was gold, gold, gold. And that's 12 secure. Bomb not going down, and Brolin. Can't believe what's unfolding here. MOUZ just 5 kills, 1 round away. Taking this series 2-0, keeping the unblemished record of Dallas alive. They've had the hot hand. BC game, Liquid, Falcons. Nobody able to make a dent. And the MONGOLz, they're going to fall to a similar fate. Their 4th semi-final of the year. This time not going to fall to the hands of Vitality, but MOUZ. Unless they have something to say in the next 2 rounds of play.
Dallas trying to will the extra rounds into existence, but MOUZ, that grand final is just 5 clicks of the mouse away. Mizinho will be having questions asked of him. It's Jimmy, puts him down! Such a quick kill! Again with the aggression, MOUZ making life difficult for MONGOLz, and look at Spinks' position! You're just not ready for this. Techno's had a horrible half. Oh, he gets caught though! He MOUZ just hits his crouch key, forces Torji forward. We're into a 3v3. Blitz is killing people on yard, and now Brollan should have him. 2v2, all to play for. How much did he know? How much does he know? Senzu and 9-10.
Brollan's pushing lobby. Likely to allow the bomb to go down. Torji's going to have to come up with the vent here.
They're begging to find a pick-off before they go for the bomb plant, but it seems like they'll start to commit to it. Drops into the site. 9-10 gets that bomb down. Retake demanded of Torji and Brollan, and not electing for vents. Torji, this is going to rot the clock. This is going to take some time.
But look at the util for this. If they can get to the site, get the smoke on the bomb, maybe they can win it with the defuse.
Certainly going to be the conversation they're having. Senzu and 9-10 are looking for answers. It's a little too quiet, suspiciously so. And there goes a nice pick. 9-10 removes him just as that smoke you discussed was being pulled out to try and threaten for the defuse. And Torji, he's seen enough. What an incredibly chaotic round of Counter-Strike that one was, but we will see another one. Oh, and Torji may lose his AWP after all. Hang on. Senzu Carl gets the job done, keeps him busy.
There's money for the buy, fortunate for MOUZ. Final round of regulation. MONGOLZ, they're dying breath right now. Holding on for dear might.
I mean, what a relieving round that is to watch if you're Mzinho.
Oh, these trades. Can they do it again? The aggression came their way. Able to dig themselves out. This time taking the fight at ramp.
What's it gonna be, Mzinho?
Jimmy back with the AUG.
Jimmy's hearing this. Now forced to drop away. The flashes hit him. He's got a full white screen, but he still navigates perfectly down into the B site. In hot pursuit is Senzu.
He'll be channeled into this if they go now because of the
smoke.
smoke.
Go horribly wrong. The smoke to try and channel them. Jimmy spots them poking their nose out. That's an important trade, but there's Spinks building around it. He's isolating this duel. 9-10 crouches and commits, and he wins it out, backs his aim, and now into a 3v3. It's MOUZ in the grand finals, or it's MONGOLZ winning 2 consecutive to secure OT.
Look at this blitz lurk. There's nobody that he's going to find whatsoever. He's just going walkabout. The information's not there, but they're coming for the fight. MOUZ are looking for this.
The fight's coming, it's imminent. Techno got to keep his gun out, gets confirmation of presence. The Molly will be able to perhaps keep them at bay, channel them one way. He's not hitting his taps. The HE looks good though. Chunky. Help out the AWP now. Techno confirms it. Lots of damage onto his teammate 9-10. They're begging for blitz now. The util is brutal. He's forced into the fight. 9-10 down. Only blitz can save him, and it's denied. MOUZ make it theirs. It's their grand final. 4th of the season.
Falcons stole their thunder and took their spotlight, but MOUZ, the season's not done yet. They lock in another attempt to lift a trophy in the start of